Hey everyone, my name is Joey Khamis. I'm an industrial design student at Purdue University. I'll be graduating this May. I wanted to use this video to talk about how I used design sketching throughout my student career to learn how to design products better. And while it's important to experience that struggle of getting better at something like design sketching, I think it's also important to make sure the learning process isn't completely miserable, and you should figure out a way that you can learn more naturally, so you'll want to constantly go back to that same process and keep advancing your skills as you learn more and more stuff. I love learning, and especially when it comes to learning how to sketch better or design better, but I never liked learning or felt that it was as helpful when I was being forced to be learning at one specific thing at one specific time. And what I mean by that is I love looking back after a project or something that I experienced and pinpointing where I learned something and how I learned it, so I can go back and repeat that process, not consciously being aware of learning at the time. Some of you may feel you have to force yourself to learn sketching, and that's how I felt in some of my classes, which made my sketching lazy. Over the past 4 years, I really got into footwear design, so every day I'd sketch ideas on paper, never really for a purpose, but just because I enjoyed doing it. I was noticing that my sketching in projects were improving dramatically, thinking, I don't remember sketching this many ideas as fast at this quality. And that was a moment when I realized that all this time that I spent doing something I enjoyed, which was sketching shoes, allowed me to naturally learn much more and so much faster without being consciously aware. When I had a genuine curiosity to sketch a shoe better or have better proportions or communicate a material better, I was just teaching myself all these things that I can apply to other product design that I was doing in my classes and that I'll be doing in the future with my career. And doing that all without being aware of it. And since I was enjoying footwear sketching so much, I was always looking for that next level way to present an idea through a sketch. And fast forward to a couple of years ago, I wanted to learn how shoes were made and how my sketches could translate to a more easier manufacturing or just more realistic design in general. And at this point, I figured out that my interest in footwear sketching was naturally bringing me to so many places I've been needing to go to learn, but never had a reason to be learning it. So if you want to get better at your line work or your rapid ideation or communicating an idea, or communicating a material better in a sketch, you just need to create a situation for yourself to learn these things naturally. There are tons of extremely helpful videos on the advanced design sketching page that you should watch to guide yourself through learning these fundamentals, but naturally implementing these ideas and these learning moments into your day is the key. For example, let's say you really want to design headphones and you also want to improve your line work and loose ideation sketching. So create a side project for yourself where your goal is to design headphones for a specific consumer, and you now have created a situation where you can naturally learn and get better at sketching while teaching yourself so many other things about product design, all driven by your genuine interest in wanting to design headphones. So if you're watching this, I'm assuming you love design sketching and you want to learn how to get better at it. You just need to take all this information and all this stuff, the videos from the advanced design sketching page, and just act on those tips and practice. I sketch shoes pretty much every day because I want to learn more and I want to learn faster. So I'm showing you some of the footwear sketches I've done over the past few months, from loose ideation sketches to refined digital sketches, and this is one of my most recent digital sketches. In about an hour, I was able to sketch this and communicate a final product very clearly by focusing on proportion, lighting, and material communication. Keep in mind, the first time I used Sketchbook Pro was about 9 months ago. So I managed to get to this point this fast by figuring out how my personal interest in footwear can be used to boost my skills in design sketching. I personally like learning this way through experiences and sharing ideas within the design sketching community. You may learn sketching in a different way, but just try all these different ways to become aware of the way you learn better. Especially if you're a student, I think you should use your creative freedom to sketch and design around your interests, because you will develop a foundation of skills for a career much quicker than doing something you're not interested in.